people start to appreciate things after they lose something, or they learn things the hard way, or they look at some other people and realize you have something that people actually want. Every day there's something to be grateful for. There are gonna be bad days where we're gonna be feeling really down the whole day, but there's so many blessings that we just don't realize in a day. There will be, and we're always constantly being surrounded by blessing. It is in human nature for us to focus on negative instead of positive. It's just how we work, which is kind of sad to think about. Honestly, the one that plays a whole role on how we think is basically social medias. When it comes to social medias, we're so prone to like be related to all the sad stuff. It's just that we often overlook our blessings. I mean, I don't blame people for that, because it is definitely really hard to see the positives in this world. You know, sometimes we gotta change our mindset in order for us to change our reality, our life basically. Reason why we focus more on the negative things is because of self-preservation. That is true, actually. And when there's like bad things that happens, there might be a reason for it, and it's basically like a blessing in disguise. Maybe some things don't work out because you deserve better. We'll never know. The problem is that a lot of people focus on negative things too much and overthink the reasons why it's going that way. That is true. The thing about our brain is that whenever we feed ourselves, like our brain, with like all the negativities, it's going to start building up, and it will somehow change your mind to see the world as a negative place. And the thing is about it is that if we start using good words, you know, by avoiding negativities, you can change your life, like the way you see things, the way your brain processes things, you know. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like growth starts from there. It starts from the littlest things. Sometimes it might be really hard to start off at first, but once you get it, once you get the hang of it, you'll see a change, and you will be addicted to that change, and it's gonna be like the best thing ever, because it's only the starting point where it's gonna be really tough, especially when you've always been a huge overthinker. To start off, to change that mindset, to stop being an overthinker, is really hard at first. It's probably gonna get worse before it gets better, because you don't know where you're leading yourself to, but at the same time, it will get better over time.
One of the reason this happened is because we always crave for more. We always want more. Like me, for example, I got like a powerful phone, but then I see my friend have a better phone than me, and I was like, oh, I want that now.
I mean, I guess it's just normal. I guess that's like part of life. We're constantly being tested for wanting more of something. And it doesn't have to be just like physical ones, but like even emotional wise, or like spiritually, or podcast. Let's go. Basically those kind of things, you know. It doesn't matter what it is. We always want more. But that's the thing about us, is that we can be grateful for it. And the more we are grateful for it, the more we feel satisfied and the more peace we feel. And that's like the best thing ever. Because like once we know what to look for, you know, instead of looking at other people's blessings and overlook yours, you find your own blessings and be happy for it. You tend to be more at peace. A lot of people overlook that. I feel like everyone's guilty of it. I myself is guilty of it at times. But I'm learning, if you know that you're not perfect, I mean, no one is perfect at all, but as long as you're willing to improve yourself at some point, you keep going, even though it's hard to improve on yourself, you just keep going. Eventually you will start seeing progress. No matter how hard things will get, it will definitely be way better than you expect. I don't know, but in my experience, it made me realize that, you know, if I didn't change my mindset there, I wouldn't have been this far in life. And generally, if you guys are struggling with a lot of things at the moment, especially within yourself, and you wanna change how you view yourself or how you view things, you should try. Be kinder to yourself. I know it's hard. It's not easy. Being hard on ourselves is so much easier compared to being kinder to ourselves. Some things gotta change in order for our life to change. It's because humans always believe that if they have the best things, they will be happy, but things that can be easily destroyed aren't that important. Yeah, I mean, we were raised that way to believe that. Yeah, giving speech. But it's yeah, giving speech. Being too kind to yourself can be too delusional, so be careful. I mean, there's a balance, definitely. No, being kind is okay. Being kind is okay. Being kind to yourself is that you're still respecting your needs, your personal, you're still respecting yourself in a way. At the same time, you still know your boundaries. But I would say having like an obsession over something is always not healthy. I always believe that the best doesn't exist theory. As even someone got like maybe the best life ever. The best life doesn't exist because we keep chasing goals, but every time we achieve that goal, we move the goalposts further. That is so true. We're always trying to like get something better and better and better. We'll never be satisfied with it unless we start seeing the blessing as something to be grateful for. And I remember a quote from this game, Mafia 3, where Father Martin said, "It's enough if you say it's enough." I feel that line can connect with understanding that things in life will never be perfect. So true. Nothing is perfect. I kind of like your mindset. Stay positive and just be grateful for what you have because someone somewhere is praying to be in your position. The things you have now, people might be craving for, you know? Maybe the food that you have, or maybe the house that you have. The smallest things, really. Like, maybe a phone. Some people don't have phones in this world. And if you can't be happy that you have a phone, then there are so many people who don't have phones. Like, I'm just saying, like, the smallest things that you might not be grateful for, people would be dying to have, genuinely. Like, for example, if you think you're ugly, right? There are people who wants to have a specific body part. Like, for example, they only have one arm, and you have arms, and still we're so insecure about it. We're never gonna be like satisfied until we realize that there are people who actually wants the things that we do. Realizing that people elsewhere in the world have it worse than you do is an eye-opener. For sure, it gives you a new perspective on life. That is so true. That is definitely true. I love that, actually. Because, like, the thing is, though, back in school, there was, like, this event where the kids could gather all the things that they want to give for charity, and we go to an orphanage. So we went there, and we looked at how they were and everything. It was so, like, I don't know. I felt all kinds of emotions, honestly. It was very, very wholesome, but also very, like, sad, but very happy because no matter what they have, they're still super happy. To see, like, how some of us are so lucky to have things that people are craving for, but we don't realize that. People start to appreciate things after they lose something, or they learn things the hard way, or they look at some other people and realize you have something that people actually want. My way of living is to be honest to myself because facts will never care about my feelings. By knowing the truth, I can try my best to find solutions to fix the problem if possible. Honestly, it really depends on an individual and how you progress through life. Not everyone will go through life your kind of way. Everyone has their own way of going through life. If you want to find good people, first you have to be that person. Basically, if you want to find the right person, the right people, the right friend group, it actually starts from you. I don't know, I feel like a lot of things starts from us. And then you project it out. That's how it's gonna be. Oh, hold on, philosophy class with Fia. Deep talks, but she has such a high-pitched voice. Ironic. Oh god, stop! I don't know how to feel about that one. So what do you guys think about, like, the right person? Or, like, you know how people usually say, like, you will meet the one. What I believe in is that, in my book at least, I just don't believe that there is the one. Having a friendship, like a friend or a partner, right? You gotta be the one for each other. After a while, you'll realize that there are gonna be obstacles. There will be disagreements in a friendship, in a group, or in a relationship, any type, right? You'll realize that you gotta adapt to each other's styles. It doesn't have to be just relationship as in romantic relationships, but it's also like between your parents, your family, your siblings. So each one has like their own dynamic. Every conversation is gonna be different with every person. So in my understanding, there isn't the one, but you can be the one for another. I already met one. She's my first and last love. We fight so much, but we adapt. That's the thing. I don't mean like, you know, if you have a partner right now, that means that they're not the one. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they will be the one. You will be the one for them if you both try to be the one for each other. Do you understand where I'm going right now? That's why I don't believe in like finding the one. Becoming the one is what I believe in. Disagreements makes it fun, not stagnant. Honestly, generally, I really love that. I generally really like it when people have different opinions or perspective of something because it makes me learn so much through someone else's lens. And it's just so like mind-blowing all the time, and I really I'm really happy to talk to someone who has like different perspective and still not judge each other for different understanding of something. It's so interesting because we're all like human beings, but we still have different mindsets, different perspective of things, and still we're learning from each other instead of judging, which is the best way to learn from another person, you know. There's nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. No one is perfect, but you can be the perfect you know, like as in the imperfections are the perfect one. It's like everyone has their own uniqueness, and that's perfect. It depends on how you define perfection though. Like what kind of perfect do you mean? It really depends. Everyone has their own definition, and I don't see perfect as everything extremely good. If you're looking at a person and they have like flaws, right? I think that's perfect. I think that's beautiful because that's what makes you human, you know? You're going to constantly learn about something through your imperfections, through your flaws, because that's how you grow. If you're perfect, born and raised, what are you gonna learn? What are you gonna gain? What else? What wisdom will you learn throughout life if your life is perfect? Our imperfections are what makes us human. Yes, exactly. Because if we were perfect, life would have been too boring. Yeah, actually though. The thing is though about imperfection is that it makes things more interesting. It makes you more beautiful than just being all perfect and no flaws at all. Everything's perfect. Yes, imperfection differentiates people. It makes them beautiful and unique. Yes, exactly. And I love that. You know, sometimes we all know about it, right? We all have those in our head somewhere. Sometimes we just don't realize it until we talk it out. Unless we have like a conversation with people, then that's the only way we would realize, you know. The thing is though, we learn through imperfections, we learn through our flaws, we learn through life's flaws, obstacles that we go through, the horrible incidents that we go through. We learn from that, we grow from that. I think that having imperfections is literally what makes us grow. I have a YouTube channel that talks about all these things. It's called Sophia Al-Kubra. It's Sofia Alkubra. Oh my god.
One enemy remaining.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more content from me, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video around. Thank you so much. I will see you guys on my next content. Love you guys. Bye.